Something is happening inside the Chicago Sky organization, and the league doesn't want people to notice it. What looks like a normal offseason move might actually be something much bigger, possibly the quiet downfall of Angel Reese. There's a major corporate-level shift happening in the WNBA right now, and it's happening in plain sight, but most casual fans are completely missing it. Many people still believe professional sports franchises operate on loyalty, that general managers will always protect high draft picks, and that social media popularity somehow guarantees job security. But professional sports are ultimately a business, and businesses make decisions based on performance, money, and long-term strategy. The Chicago Sky front office may have just made a decision that signals a major shift in their plans. To understand this situation, we have to go back to the end of last season. The Chicago Sky were fighting for a playoff spot and financial benefits that come with postseason games, including ticket sales, media exposure, and local broadcasting revenue. For ownership and management, making the playoffs is not just about competition, it is about business revenue and franchise value. During this extremely important period, Angel Reese gave an interview to the Chicago Tribune where she made comments that were interpreted by many as criticism of teammates and the team's direction, including discussions about needing a younger point guard and comments that seemed to reference veteran players like Courtney Vandersloot and Ariel Atkins. In a professional sports environment, public comments like that can create internal tension and put management in a difficult position. Following that situation, the team reportedly disciplined her by limiting her playing time early in a critical game, which many people interpreted as a message from the organization about professionalism and team culture. In professional sports, teams often try to maintain a strong locker room environment, and public criticism of teammates can be viewed very seriously by management and coaching staff. Instead of the situation quietly disappearing, it became part of a larger conversation about team leadership, roster direction, and the future of the franchise. Whether this situation truly represents a major turning point for Angel Reese or just a temporary conflict inside a rebuilding team remains to be seen. However, it does show an important reality about professional sports. Talent, popularity, and media attention do not always guarantee long-term security. Teams ultimately make decisions based on performance, team chemistry, financial considerations, and long-term planning. And when those factors collide, even star players can suddenly find themselves in uncertain situations.
She basically refused to get in the games upon being suspended I believe by the league and the team. The team suspended her for a first half, and then she refused to enter the game the second half, and then she refused to play again.
Listen to the executive nightmare of that locker room meltdown. When the second half began, she reportedly refused to step back onto the court, walking away from her teammates, coaching staff, and the organization during a critical moment. From a management perspective, that kind of situation is not just a sports issue, it becomes a professionalism and contract responsibility issue. Soon after, the situation became even more controversial when a season-ending back injury was announced. However, while the team was fighting for playoff revenue and organizational stability, videos surfaced on social media showing her traveling on a private jet to Las Vegas and partying publicly. Whether fair or not, the optics of that situation were extremely damaging. From a business perspective, moments like that can seriously damage trust between a player and a front office. In any corporate environment, if someone claims they are unable to perform their duties due to injury or health issues but is then seen publicly partying or traveling, executives begin to question reliability, commitment, and professionalism. In professional sports, general managers and executives pay very close attention to player behavior, public image, and locker room influence. Situations like this don't get forgotten quickly. Front offices often wait quietly and then make roster decisions when the timing is right, whether through trades, reduced roles, or long-term roster restructuring. What looks like a normal roster move later can sometimes actually be the result of months of internal tension, trust issues, and business decisions being made behind the scenes.
August 1st, Marvel Superhero Day. These are the theme games. Now, I'm trying to scroll. I'm trying to make sure because it looks like something is missing. It looks like Barbie Night is canceled. They done canceled Angel Reese's Barbie Night.
Let us shift focus to something much more strategic, the release of the 2026 promotional schedule in the professional sports industry. Promotional schedules are not random at all. They are carefully planned marketing strategies built through research, sponsorship deals, ticket sale projections, and brand partnerships. When the Chicago Sky released their full promotional calendar, they announced events like Women's Cancer Awareness Night, World Culture Night, Pride Night, and a large Marvel Superhero Day. However, there was one very noticeable omission from the entire promotional schedule. Barbie Night was completely removed. Last season, Barbie Night was heavily promoted and positioned as one of the biggest themed events of the year, strongly tied to Angel Reese's personal brand and image. When a franchise removes a major promotional night that was previously heavily marketed, it often signals a shift in branding strategy and organizational direction. Promotional events are designed to drive ticket sales, merchandise, sponsorship exposure, and media attention, so removing a major theme night is not a small decision. It usually means the organization is changing its marketing focus, its star marketing strategy, or its long-term brand identity. From a business perspective, promotional schedules often reveal organizational priorities before roster moves or public announcements do. They show which players, themes, and audiences the franchise plans to build around. So when a major promotional event connected to a specific player disappears from the schedule, many analysts see it as a strong signal that the organization may be moving in a different direction financially, culturally, and strategically.
Bus. I watched her throw all these other players under the bus. Why would I go sign over there? They already suck. They're already terrible. Why would I want to go over there and potentially get thrown under the bus by their biggest star player? You think free agents didn't see that? And
Now look at the cold, clinical reality of the free agency situation. The Chicago Sky may be facing an extremely complicated roster and financial situation because moving or restructuring contracts in professional sports is never simple. If a player's reputation around the league becomes controversial, it can affect trade value, negotiations, and how other general managers view potential deals. Around the league, executives pay very close attention to locker room dynamics, player professionalism, and team chemistry when making multi-million-dollar decisions at the same time. The new collective bargaining agreement has significantly increased the team's salary cap, reportedly reaching around $7 million, which means elite unrestricted free agents are now able to command much larger contracts than before. However, star free agents usually prioritize stable organizations, strong coaching staffs, and positive locker room environments when choosing where to sign. Teams are not just competing with money anymore. They are competing with culture, stability, and championship potential. If a franchise develops a reputation for internal conflict or instability, it can make recruiting top talent much more difficult. This situation also connects directly to the WNBA draft. The Chicago Sky hold a valuable lottery pick, and high draft picks are extremely important for rebuilding teams. But top prospects often pay attention to team culture, player development systems, and organizational stability before entering the league. Young players want to join teams where they can develop, win games, and build long careers. Because of that, front offices must carefully manage team culture, public image, and locker room leadership, since those factors can influence free agency decisions, trade negotiations, and even how draft prospects feel about joining an organization.
That's the direction we're going to move, is that she's on the roster. Until I hear differently. Reese, the number 7 pick in the 2024 draft, was suspended for a half after making comments to the Chicago Tribune that the franchise deemed detrimental to the team, an organizational decision that came.
Consider the meaning behind that carefully worded corporate-style quote. When general manager Jeff Pagliocco was asked directly about the fractured relationship with Angel Reese, his response was very brief and very controlled. He said she is on the roster until he hears differently. In professional sports management language, that is not a strong public endorsement or a confident statement to support. Statements like that are often intentionally neutral, leaving the door open for future roster moves, trades, or organizational changes. Front office executives are usually very careful with their wording, and when they avoid clear support, it often signals uncertainty about a player's long-term future with a team. From an organizational standpoint, situations like this can affect many areas of a franchise at the same time. Free agents may hesitate to join a team with public controversy, draft prospects may be unsure about team culture and development environment, and marketing departments may struggle to build promotional campaigns around uncertain roster situations. Front offices in professional sports have to think about roster construction, salary cap management, team chemistry, fan engagement, and long-term financial stability all at once. When one major situation begins to affect all of those areas, management is often forced to make major decisions quickly to stabilize the organization. The Chicago Sky are entering a very important and potentially difficult offseason where every decision will matter, including trades, draft picks, free agents or signings, and marketing strategy. In modern professional sports, teams are run like businesses, and difficult decisions are often made based on long-term strategy rather than short-term popularity or media attention. Whether this situation results in a trade, roster changes, or simply a reset in team direction, it is clear that the organization is facing a major turning point. In today's sports world, performance, professionalism, team chemistry, and financial strategy all intersect. And when those factors collide, teams sometimes make very tough decisions to protect the future of the franchise.